And now on JMTV we cross over to our roving reporter Steve Figgs, who I believe is somewhere in a field in Kent.
Yes, that's right, Mike. I'm here in a field in Maidstone with a Mr. Brian Plank. Brian, tell us your story.
Well, Steve, I've always been a fairly mild-mannered individual. In fact, the first 10 years in accounting, I barely raised my temper. But, you know, as time went on, I noticed the proliferation of the rounding up and rounding down of numbers, and it just got to me. You know, I started using more and more pencils.
A substantial increase in phone doodling and colleague caricatures?
If only that were true. I was snapping them in frustration.
And that only served to exacerbate the situation.
Exactly. Technically, every pencil costs 7.151179 pence. And with the rounding down to 4 decimal places, I was only exacerbating the situation. So at one point, I was going through 4 pencils a month. So I know I had to take it to the next level.
You're talking about biscuits?
Not just any biscuits, digestives.
The king of biscuits.
I used to buy a packet a month, and when the frustration got me, I used to put a biscuit in a little bag and pound it as hard as I can.
Like a sandwich bag?
Exactly, and with the bag sealed to avoid crumb dispersion, I used to pound it till it was come a fine dust.
And this would keep the anger at bay. What became of that crumb-filled container?
Fortunately, the missus makes a smashing cheesecake, so we were able to use the dust to form a nice biscuit base.
Viewers, earlier I sampled one of those cheesecakes and I can confirm they were truly smashing. But soon, that wasn't enough.
We couldn't keep up. The missus was baking 7 cheesecakes a night. In fact, we were responsible for the Great Maidstone biscuit shortage of the 6th of June 2011. And that's when I knew I had to take it to the next stage. Cage fighting.
And that's what brings us here today. Brian, I think you're going to show us some of your moves.
With pleasure.
Take it away. I'm not sure you've quite got this cage fighting thing right. Never mind. Back to you in the studio.